detected an anomaly.
Alright, I'm about to embark on the second DLC mission of Mass Effect 2. Now, I know we're quite a ways in, and I'm only on the second DLC, and in part because I want to... The way I'm playing this game is I've decided I want to recruit everybody, then I want to do the loyalty missions. So basically I'm going to do all the recruitment missions, then I'm going to do all the loyalty missions, just to get as many team members as possible, as quickly as possible. With one exception, and those who have played the game know who I'm talking about. I'm going to scatter in the DLC within there. For example, there's at least one other character I'd like to recruit before I get onto the main, like those flagship DLC that I talked about at the very beginning. This DLC in particular is what's called Project Firewalker. Now, if you watch my Mass Effect 1 playthrough, or if you played Mass Effect 1, you know the vehicle, like the land vehicle in Mass Effect 1 is the Mako, the M-45 Mako. Which, six-wheeled tank, handles worse than a donkey, but there's a certain place for it in Mass Effect fans' hearts, because there's nothing quite like hanging off the side of a mountain at this angle, and just sitting in here, well, shooting at things across a canyon. So the Firewalker DLC was basically BioWare playing around with, okay, Mako was an experiment, didn't feel like it really worked, here's a new idea. So we're going to get a new vehicle called the Hammerhead, which is a hover tank, and it handles very, very differently. The Firewalker DLC in and of itself is not terribly long. Having said that, the Hammerhead basically appears in other DLC missions, so I wanted to do Firewalker first to introduce you to it before we get to those and you see it in action a bit more thoroughly. Let's get to it, alright?
Probe away. Something on our sensors.
Systems online. Welcome to the M-44 Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Caution, guided missile system active.
All right. Obviously, that isn't the whole mission. This is just that's kind of the beginning. We found the remains of the MSV Rosalie, which is a Cerberus survey ship, and the two key scientists from Cerberus who we have to find, Dr. Cayce and Dr. O'Loy, were not there. However, the data we recovered from the wreckage of the MSV Rosalie has pointed us in the direction of where to find them. Now we just have to go do that. So let's get to it, all right?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So the collectors did take New Canton?
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news.
It is, but I knew a lot of good people in New Canton. Our mission has to succeed.
Thank God Shepard's in command. I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Attacking our allies is going to derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
No messages for you, Commander.
detected an anomaly.
Alright, we're about to land on the planet Corang in the Verr system of the Hawking Eta cluster. Hawking Eta, by the way, is one of the clusters from the original Mass Effect, and we're just revisiting it now in Mass Effect 2. So why are we going to Corang? Well, when we explored the wreckage of the MSV Rosalie and got the Hammerhead, this was one of the locations which we got from the data of the MSV Rosalie as a possible lead into the locations of Dr. Cayce and Dr. O'Loy. So, we're going to land on Corang and try and find one of the good doctors. Let's get to it, alright?
Broke away. Something on our sensors.
Alright, so I figured I should probably explain what's going on there. So, one of the things that the Hammerhead can do is when you encounter one of those yellow circles on the ground, it means there's something there that the Hammerhead can extract or scan. And what you do is, while you're scanning, the Hammerhead will actually move erratically. Like, it'll move forward, backward, left, right. And it's random. It's not predictable. And sometimes it gets actually very aggressive in how it erratically moves. So what you as the player have to do is you basically have to compensate for that. And if it moves left, you have to control it to move right so that you stay in that little circle. Because if you leave the circle, you get those red flashing lights on the top of the Hammerhead, and that means you failed. You can try again, no problem. But sometimes when it gets very erratic, it's tough to control. So that's what's going on there. That's what you're seeing. Let's get back to it, all right?
Detected.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. Commander, Mordin requests to see you.
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
You stopped the Krogan adaptation to the genophage.
Part of a team. Scientists, all different types. Blood pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Bloodpack. Talk to them or clan chief.
No messages for you, Commander.